this is top 5 of the worst dads in anime, so let's get into it. In anime, some dads are goats, and some of them straight up trash. Today we're ranking the top 5 worst anime fathers, from bad to bro belongs in prison. And I'm warning you now, this is the best video on YouTube. Let's get into it. So first up, we got Ging Freaks. Bro is crazy strong, mad smart, and low-key legendary. But as a father, absolute L. He dipped on Gon when he was a literal baby. Not for some tragic reason, not to protect him, just because he wanted to vibe and go on adventures. Gon grows up thinking his dad is dead, only to find out later that Ging was alive the whole time. Just not caring. And when they finally meet, Ging isn't emotional, isn't apologetic, nothing. Bro acts like Gon is just some random guy he hasn't seen in a while. No hug, no I'm sorry, no real father energy. So yeah, Ging isn't evil, but he's a certified deadbeat. He chose himself over his kid. Simple as that. Now we move from absent dad to straight up abusive dad. Endeavor. To the world, he's the #1 hero. Strong, respected, scary to villains. But at home, bro was terrible. He didn't marry for love. He married to create a powerful child like some anime breeding project. His kids weren't kids. They were experiments. He pushed Shoto way too far, controlled his life, and messed up his entire family. His wife literally lost her mind because of him. Yeah, he tries to be better later, but trauma doesn't just disappear because you say, my bad. Hero to the streets. Villain in his own house. Next is a classic, Gendo Ikari. Shinji basically grew up alone because of this man. No love, no comfort, no real parenting. Instead of being a dad, Gendo only calls Shinji when he needs him to pilot a giant robot and risk his life. To Gendo, Shinji isn't a son. He's a tool, a chess piece. Because of that, Shinji ends up depressed, anxious, and mentally cooked. And the craziest part? Gendo knows he's hurting him, and still doesn't care enough to stop. That's not just bad parenting. That's emotional damage on expert mode. Alright, here we go. Number 2, Toji Fushiguro. JJK fans, don't shoot the messenger. Toji is cold, drippy, overpowered. One of the hardest characters in the whole anime. But as a dad? Nah, straight trash. He abandoned Megumi. Just dipped. Left him behind like he was nothing. He handed Megumi over to the Zenin clan, basically for money and freedom. Instead of raising his son, he chose gambling, fighting, and doing his own thing. He barely even thinks about Megumi until right before he dies. And at that point, it's way too late. Some people say, he did it for Megumi's future. But let's be real. A better future doesn't mean growing up with no dad. Megumi grew up lonely, without real family, without guidance. All because Toji didn't want to step up. Legendary fighter, but massive Father L. And now, if you messed with this video, like and sub, and drop in the comments who you think is the worst anime dad.